Very good morning everyone. I hope audio video clear. So for the UGC NET December 2025 examination, we are starting with the hacker marathons from today onwards. Every day we are going to have this session. So morning will be a commerce session and evening will be a paper one revision marathons. Most important repeated sure shot topics which will be appearing in the examination only will be discussed. And if you cover these topics, I would say in the commerce, we are going to have almost 9 sessions by the 3rd of January 2026. So if you can cover this particular marathons, minimum questions from each unit will get covered. That is my assurance. So kindly subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon. Do join in our Telegram group. So from today onwards, morning 6 a.m. will be commerce and management related topics. Evening 5:30 p.m. onwards, the long hour marathon will be for a paper one revision with the charts. So with a chart wise presentation I'm going to do. So kindly take a benefit of this one. If you are not there in our Telegram or WhatsApp, any one group, you can join. The links are available in the description and download our 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤𝐬 app for the free content. And these free sessions also will be available in the 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤𝐬 app in a sequential way, in a proper order. So if you wanted to purchase the UGC NET PYQ course, which is for a paper 1 and paper 2 commerce, separately available in 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤𝐬 app, comprehensive coverage of all the previous year question. So that will be there. You can just purchase directly by installing the app. And with this PYQ course, you are almost going to cover the 67 papers of paper 1, 2019 to 2025, all the PYQs with explanation of paper 2 commerce. With that, you are also going to get CBT test series as per the NTA real-time interface. Okay, for the June 2026, new batch is going to start after the 10th of January only. So for the new batch, please do wait for the update and subscribe to this channel. You are going to get update in this particular channel. And Karnataka PU lecturer commerce, if you are preparing, please do watch these sessions. If you like these sessions, the same conceptual understanding will also be there in the Karnataka PU. So with a proper practice, notification is going to come in 2026. For that, if you are preparing, you can subscribe to this course. 1 year validity, which is a recorded one in English medium only, it will be there. Let's get started without late. Topic number 1. I kindly request you to make a note like this. Whatever the topics I'm going to discuss in every marathon, you make a heading of those topics. Before the examination, try to cover these particular topics which we are going to discuss. Almost by the 9th day, you will be getting more than 120 topics easily be covered in this revision sessions. That much effectively I'm going to teach in this particular series. Right? So very good morning all. Shall we begin if you are ready? Be interactive in the chat box. So topic number 1, from the unit number 1 only I am starting. Topic number 1, most repetitive question in the PYQ, even in the recent exam also this question was appeared. Business environment and their characteristics, the types of environment. So in a business environment, broadly categorized into 2 types. One is internal environment, second is external environment. Internal environment only related to particular company or particular firm, and it will be impacting only on that industry, not on whole economy. So internal environment are that company related, their value system, their mission, vision, their corporate culture, their quality of the human resources or their employees, their trade unions, their labor unions, and their organization structure, physical resources and their own technological resources. This is something internal and which can be controllable in nature. Which can be controllable in nature. But when it comes to the external, external is outside of your business, but these factors will be influencing entire company or entire economy as a whole. These factors will be impacting. That we call it as external environment. External environment is of again two types: external micro environment, external macro environment. External micro are related to your company like internal. External micro, so that means these particular things are very much common, but it is as an individual resource, it is different from your company to other company. Your supplier, maybe you are in the same industry, but you are supplying it from X, somebody getting a supply from Y. But ultimately every company will have a supplier. Everyone will buy, like various customers will be there. I am having 1, 2, 3 so-called customers, but you are having A, B, C customer, but we are having customers. Marketing intermediaries, I may have a distributor X, Y, Z. You may have a distributor A, B, C. Like that, competitor, public, customers and supplier of input. These are the external micro, which is individual to the company. To some extent only we can control. Controllable to some extent, not fully controllable. Not fully controllable. Next, when it comes to the external macro, this is special analysis. Special analysis. Entire economy will get impacted on all the business companies and the firms. It is not on a single. This is uncontrollable in nature. And once our GST introduced, tax reforms, it is economic system. So the impact will be there on all the companies, all the firms. That is external, like political, economical, socio-cultural, technological, legal, ecological, demographic, global, various factors are there. Clear? This is a topic number 1. So which of the following is not a part of the micro environment? June 2024 question. Which is not a part of the micro environment? Which is not a part of micro environment? Answer is 4, technology. Why? Technology is part of the external macro. If it is micro, it would have been suppliers, customers, intermediaries, competitors and publics. Next question, June 2025 recent examination question. Not an element of micro. Again same question. 2024 June and now 2025 June. Please do hit a like button. So answer will be here. Customer is external micro environmental factor. Supplier is external micro environmental factor. Technology is external macro environmental factor. Competitor is external micro environmental factor. Now question is that which is not an element of micro environment? Which is not an element of micro environment? That is, technology will become an answer. Technology is not a technology is not. This question is different, this question is different. Here technology is not an element. Now in the next question, this both questions were appeared in the June 2025 only. Single concept, but two questions came. Now in PESIL analysis, what is L stands for? L stands for in PESIL analysis. L stands for legal. So basic question were asked, almost in single concept only we got 4 marks. If you can go on like this and targeting the particular topics, definitely marks are going to fetch with a minimum topics. Anyway, advanced topics you need to revise to some extent from you, and we'll also try our best to do. So answer is 3 and here is 2. Now sir, second concept number 1 is done. Second concept in the business environment, international business, in unit 1, Consumer Protection Act 2019, whole summary in one chart. Concentrate carefully, only to the point discussion, no repetition. Introduction, 24 December 1986, Consumer Protection has been introduced. Previous year question in June 2024 examination, date has been asked. Second, this Amendment Act in 2019, 20 July 2019, means by revising the entire consumer protection old law, they replaced with a new law 2019, 20 July. So better to remember this date. Now in this there are 2 rights will be there for the consumer. One is original rights, one is additional right. Original rights are right to safety, right to be informed, right to choose, right to education, right to be heard, right to seek redressal. So riches, RICHES. If you can remember this mnemonic, directly you can able to answer. So question may come this way, I will tell you. Which of the following is not an original right as per the Consumer Protection Act 2019? Not an original right means apart from the 6 rights, which is falling under the additional rights is not a original right. So R, right to seek redressal. I, right to be informed. C, right to choose. I, which is H, right to be heard, and E, right to get education, and right to be safety. Safety, inform, choose, education, and heard, redressal are the original rights. Additional extra rights available to the consumer are, he can make a complaint from anywhere. By sitting at a home, electronically he can file the complaint. Next, he can ask for the compensation for the damage that he got. If consumer has incurred any damages, he can seek the compensation from the company. Next, a group or a single consumer, group of consumer also can make a petition in the consumer forum and right to hear their case by video conference also. No need to go to the court. They can hear the case by the video conference also. And they have a right to know the rejection of the complaint. Why my complaint got rejected? They can able to know, that is their right. Original and additional rights. Now when we have to make a complaint, in redressal forum, 3 levels: district level, state level, national level. 3 levels of forums are there. So if it is a district forum, if your complaint value is less than or equal to 50 lakhs, even exactly 50 lakhs also, district forum. One president will be there in this forum, one president will be there, plus two members will be there. In this, one must be a woman member. In any forum, any commission, one must be a woman member in the consumer forum. District level. Now, when we have to go for a state level complaint, if the complaint value more than 50 lakhs, but less than or equal to 2 crore, means 50 lakhs to 2 crore, if your complaint value is there, go and make a complaint in the state forum of Consumer Redressal Commission. Then in this commission, one president will be there, 4 members will be there, one must be a woman member. If our complaint value is more than 2 crore, you have to file a petition in national forum, which is at a all India level, if your complaint value is more than 2 crore. In this also, one president will be there, 4 members will be there, one must be a woman member. Sir, on the member composition also question is there previously, 2022. In district only we have one president, 2 members, 1 woman. But in state and national, 1 president plus 4 members. In that 4 members, one must be a woman member. Is that clear, sir? Second concept done. Done. Consumer Product, December 2024 question. When Consumer Protection Act came into force, first on which date? On which date? Madam, intermediate textbook, if you are referring to the different amount, kindly please avoid it. These are amended figures, those are the old figures. These are properly updated, amended as per the time to time after the 2019 law. After the 2019 also there are new things. That is why we will not believe the authenticated one, but we will trust the another one. Even if it is a state government, they are not getting updated. What is there in that book? Please tell. Why are you referring the intermediate book if you are a PG candidate? 24 December 1986. Which of the following is not correct according to the Consumer Protection Act 2019? It is yesterday only, 24th December. Correct. చెప్పండి ఇంటర్మీడియట్ బుక్ లో ఏది ఉంది ఒకసారి కన్ఫర్మ్ చేయండి. సో హియర్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఫోరం షల్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ అ 4 member. Is it so? 1 president and 2 members, one must be a woman member. So this is not the correct one. Option C. Next, redressal mechanism for a consumer dispute under section 9 of the Consumer Protection Act envisages single tier, 2 tier, 3 tier system or the open system independent of authority, independent of hierarchy. What is that 3 tier system? 3 tier system is district forum less than or equal to 50 lakhs, state forum 50 to 2 crore, National forum, more than 2 crore. That's it. 3-tier system. District, state and national level. 3 levels. Now last and final, recent June 2024. If you look at the trend, June 24 one question, December 24 one question, but in June 2025 they did not ask. We can expect in December 2025 from this area. Time undi inka. Right to safety, right to be assured, right to be informed, right to be heard. Safety, assured, informed, heard. The meaning. Heard means we should give an opportunity to the consumer to listen to their complaint. The forum should give an opportunity to listen to their complaint. Right to be informed. If we are using one product or a service, as a consumer, it is our right to know all the details of positive and negative things of using that product. That is right to be informed. Answers are changing. Kindly do concentrate. Aram se. Why answers are differing? Somebody answering 2, somebody answering 1, somebody answering 4. Why so? Answer which is given as 1, if you see, right to be safety. What is safety? Any type of hazardous or any type of damage is there, consumer should get protected, have a right against the marketing of goods or the products which are hazardous in nature. Hazardous means it is damaging the life and property of a consumer. Damaging. Safety means I should not get damaged. As a consumer, it is my right from the company. And right to be assured. Assured means here consumer has an opportunity to choose a wide range of products at a reasonable rates. At a reasonable rate. But here answer which is given as option number 1 only. So B is 4 matching and C is 2. Consumer have a right to know the quality and the quantity, because information about the quality, quantity, purity, standard, everything. Next, right to be heard. Right to be heard. Consumer have a right to be assured in their interest. Interest means they should have an opportunity to listen to their complaint, whatever the problem they have faced. Forum should give an opportunity to listen to their content. But one disagreeable option here is, I will tell you. Disagreeable option. Here right to be assured is there, no? Whatever the statement that they given, right to be assured is wrong. Here, I don't know, because this is indicating to the opportunity to choose from the wide range of product. Assured is something that at a particular price, the company whatever is promising, it should get delivered the same product at that price. As per this statement, the meaning is that one. But assure is something, assurance from the company, or the guarantee which is warranty given by the company in respect to product or the service. Now next, international business. International business. Can I enter? Very good morning everyone. Most repetitive concept, 5-star, 7-star, 10-star question from this area. 100% one question, whether it is a set examination, net examination, every time one question. Right? So theories of international business. Traditional theories, which is classical theories. Modern theories, which are recent trend based. According to the year, please do remember. You should type in the chat box with a year wise. Mercantilism theory given by the Thomas Munn. Absolute advantage theory 1776 given by Adam Smith. So first 1630, mercantilism will talk about the gold reserves. Olden days. Golden reserves. right? After that 16th century, now in 17th century, Adam Smith appeared. He talked about absolute advantage theory. One product, another product, when we are comparing, which country is having advantage against the particular product, right? Factor endowment theory, sorry, comparative advantage theory, 1817, given by the David Ricardo, and factor endowment theory, 1919, given by the Heckscher and O'Hlin. So mercantilism theory given by the Thomas Munn, 1630, absolute 1776, given by the Adam Smith, comparative advantage theory 1817, David Ricardo, and factor endowment theory given by the Heckscher and O'Hlin, 1919 year. This is also called as an HO model, factor endowment theory. This is also called as an 2 into 2 into 2 theory, 2 cube theory, right? Heckscher and O'Hlin. Next, this is classical and old. In modern, if you look at the sequence, first product life cycle will come in 1960. Product life cycle is a concept of marketing management also. Raymond Vernon given this product life cycle in 1960. After that, in the next year, Stephen Linder given the country similarity theory. In the next year, Stephen Linder country similarity theory. 1980s, Paul and Kevin given global strategic theory, which is your vision, your mission, your strategy will make a competition globally. Means your mission, vision, strategy only will differ according to the competitor. Next, Porter National Competitive Advantage Theory given by the Michael Porter in 1990 year. So 19th century, these two. In classical, factor endowment. In modern theories, Porter National Advantage. And also almost all the modern theories are in 19th century, 1960, 61 like income tax, 80, after that 90. And apart from the factor endowment theory, remaining three theories are 18th, 17th, 16th century. Clear? Now let's do some exercise based on the same question. Same concept, we'll do some questions. June 2025 latest question. Recent examination question you can answer. Which of the following are the international trade theories? Old to new theories we should match. We should arrange old to new theories. Old to new theory. So mercantilism 1630, just now we have seen. Comparative advantage theory 1817, because 16th century is mercantilism, 17th century is that Adam Smith, 18th century is comparative. Product life cycle theory, which is given by Raymond Vernon, 1960. Heckscher and O'Hlin, only 19th century traditional theory, which is 1919 year, right? So A, B, D, C. A, B, D, C. Option number 2. Yes. Now match it. Hey, those are coming and going now, please go out fully. Don't come even in the middle. If you wanted to listen the full lecture, listen. Otherwise, you can watch in the recording. Please don't come and go. Your time is very precious at this time. Yes, one single answer is coming. Stephen Lender given. Stephen Lender country similarity theory. Raymond Vernon product life cycle theory. Heckscher and Ohlin factor endowment theory or factor proportion theory. This is also called as an 2Q factor theory, as I told. Adam Smith absolute advantage. So 2143, 2143, option number 2. Yes. Next. Answer is 1. Absolute advantage theory, Adam Smith. Factor endowment theory, Heckscher and Ohlin. Competitive advantage theory, Michael Porter. Comparative advantage theory, David Ricardo. Answer will be 4, 3, 1, 2. 4, 3, 1, 2. Option 1. Next, look at almost every year, 2020, 2021, 2020 again, 2025 June. Even you can see the question in 2022 also. I will show you. Every year, every examination, without this question, there is no question paper. Rarely you can find, even in the commerce, even in the management. Both. See, here this question is giving one new point to us. You may be looking at a matching like David Ricardo is a factor, comparative advantage theory. Michael Porter, national competitive advantage theory. Adam Smith, absolute advantage. Heckscher and Ohlin, factor endowment. But in HO model, Heckscher and Ohlin model, initially Heckscher only given this, 1919. Later, Ohlin is upgraded the same theory. Same theory upgraded by the Ohlin in 1933. So this is the last theory of traditional. After that also in 1933, Ohlin has added some more extra point to Heckscher and Ohlin model. That is a new point you should learn from this question. Heckscher, Ohlin, 2 different years. So when question is specifically appearing on this, you should be very careful. So answer will be 3, 4, 1, 2. 3, 4, 1, 2, option number 2. Now, international monetary system, proper sequential arrangement in a single tabular format. 2025, there is a question. 2024, June and December, there is a question. I will show you. You will solve that question now. Right? Please give attention to the sequence and the years. Give attention to the sequence and years. Sir, this is a system which is actually entire world is governing this one. The set of rules where international payment and settlements, how it used to happen and how the evolution has taken place. If you see, first commodity specie, we call it as bimetallism. Bimetallism. Before the 1870, it used to be here. Every currency exchange is going to be based on commodities like a gold, silver, metals, which is proper indication of mercantilism theory. Commodity species are bimetallism. Gold or silver metals are the currency exchange mechanism. There is no proper paper currency. It was gold and silver reserves. Next, classical gold standard. Next evolution. Currencies are only restricted to gold, not even silver, only gold, which is provided the proper stability of the currency. Next, gold exchange standard. Gold exchange standard 1920. Here major currencies and all the reserves are measured only in gold, right? Next, interwar period floating. Here unstable currency policies were introduced due to war. Here you can see World War I in 1870 to 1914 time period, and Great Depression was happened in 1920. This is also PYQ as part of the business cycle. Great Depression happened in 1920 to 30. 1930 exactly you can say. Next, interwar period 30 to 44, lack of cooperation and will. Next, Bretton Woods Conference system. Bretton Woods Conference 1944 to 71, where IMF, International Monetary Fund, as well as World Trade Organization got evolved. Sorry, IMF and World Bank. Right? Next year, fixed currencies but adjustable rate of currencies were made in this particular Bretton Woods system. Fixed but adjustable rates. Next, Smithsonian arrangement, which is last attempt to maintain fixed currency system. Fixed currency system is a Smithsonian arrangement. Flexible or floating rates. Flexible or floating rate, more flexibility, more volatility in nature. So system has adopted, all the fixed currency system has been changed to flexible and floating rate of currency exchange system. Next, regional monetary system. Regional monetary system. Here European monetary system, which is Eurozone, has been introduced. European monetary system. Next, Loud Accord, where major power to stabilize the dollar. As a box. Loud Accord, major power to act, stabilize the dollar after the volatility. Next, European Union or Eurozone is the last and final, which made an effort to control the foreign exchange currency conversion. Means the exchange rate related only, how the rules which are governed for making an evolution of payment and settlement system across the globe. Commodity specie, classical gold, gold exchange, interwar period, Bretton Woods system, Smithsonian arrangement, flexible or floating, regional monetary system, law of accord, European Union or Eurozone. Sequence is most important. Answer the question. June 2024 exam. Even in management, they copy pasted this question. Gold specie, but this is commodity specie. Gold bullion, floating exchange, gold exchange, Bretton Woods system. Answer is option 3, B. First specie. After that A, gold bullion. After that D, Bretton Woods 1944. Sorry, gold exchange. And after that E, 1944 is this one. Then floating exchange rate is after the Bretton Woods. If you see, Bretton Woods is here, floating is here. So after the Bretton Woods only floating. Before that, gold exchange is there. Before that, classical gold and commodity specie or bimetallism is there. Next, old to new, June 2025 question. Old to new. You should remember only one thing. After the fixed only floating came. After the fixed only floating means which can be adjusted, which can be changed. Answer is that option number 2. First commodity specie, later gold standard, after that fixed, later floating, BACD. June 2024, Bretton Woods monetary system time period. In the chart I have told you. (1944 to 1971). 1944 to 1971. If you see Bretton Woods, 44 to 71. Direct question. Next, sir, World Trade Organization related. One more topic. So almost in a B and IB, you are covering many questions. World Trade Organization. I will tell you a simple story. World Trade Organization. Majorly objective of this organization is to look after, make a policies, make a agreement which can boost up the inter-country or else geographical border sales or the trade mechanism between the countries to improvise the trade. We do have this system called World Trade Organization. Initially, we used to have GATT, General Agreement on Tariff and Trade. On 1st of January 1948, this came into force. Eventually, GATT was working till the April 15th, 1994. 1994, it was working effectively. Right? Later in 1986 to 94, Uruguay rounds of negotiations. There, the body has taken a decision. Resolution has been passed and approved at a Uruguay rounds of negotiation to replace the GATT with a WTO. Now, from 1995, on 15th April 1994, the resolution has been passed. We call that resolution as Marrakesh Agreement. At a Morocco, Marrakesh Agreement has been signed by all the member countries after 8 years of long discussion in Uruguay round. Now, from 1995, 1st January onwards, this World Trade Organization came into force 1st January 1995. Headquartered at Geneva, Switzerland. And how many member countries are there in WTO? Now it is total 166 countries. It used to be 164. Recently, 2 new countries joined. What are the names of 2 countries? Comoros and Timor-Leste. In a ministerial conference number 13, 2024 February, these 2 countries have joined into World Trade Organization. Ministerial conference number 13, 2024-26 February, Comoros and Timor-Leste. With this 164 plus 2, 166 member countries now. These 166 member countries are contributing out of the total global trade. 98% contributed by this 166 countries only, which is one of the strongest organization across the globe. It makes the trade policies across the national border and setting the rules for trade policy game. See, it can create the rules. It can provide a mandatory obligation on the members to follow the rules and regulations. But results are not in the hands of the WTO. It is only a policy game, not the result of the game. Result is not in the hands of the WTO. Only it can create the rules and regulation and it will enforce the rules. Whatever the result comes, is it as per the rule we created or not, that is not the headache. 5 principles are there. Non-discrimination, all the member countries are equal, no priority to anyone. Next, reciprocity, exchanging each other between the countries. Enforceable commitment, whatever the rules framed by the WTO, it should be enforced. Transparency and safety valves, fundamental principles of WTO. Next, if you look at the functions, a WTO trade agreement will be administered. Whatever the agreements created under the WTO, it will make sure that it will be implemented. Forum for trade negotiation. Suppose if any type of trade disputes are happening, whether WTO will intervene? Yes. There is a separate dispute settlement mechanism to handle the trade dispute. Next, monitoring the national trade policies. National trade policies, whether countries are implementing the trade rules and regulation or not regularly, it will be keep on monitoring, and it will provide a cooperation and training to the developing countries to improvise their compliance. Now, one more point in this I just wanted to add, sir. One point. My question is that you should answer. WTO, is it concerned with a trade dispute settlement or border dispute settlement between the countries? Which one it is? Trade or border dispute? Which one? Both. Madam, before answering, please use your mind to some extent. Don't answer just because option is available. What is the WTO full form? World Trade Organization. That itself is indicating it is only trade. It is not linked to border dispute. If any disputes are between any two countries are happening, between the two geographical borders, that is not the headache, or that is not the duty of WTO to settle the dispute. This is geopolitics. This is our WTO function. Only trade dispute, not both. Don't delete. Now, even if you answered wrong, don't delete it. Why you are deleting? So make sure that trade agreements are happening and implementation and monitoring of those agreements. Dispute settlement. Only trade dispute settlement. Resolving the trade quarrels. Only trade disputes. Building a trade capacity by providing a training and monitoring. Right? Outreach is one of the function. Under the WTO, what are the agreements are available? Agreements. Agreement on agriculture. Agreement on agriculture. If you see, this agriculture related one agreement is there to enforce and to provide a subsidy to the domestic producers of agriculture. And in this, three types of subsidy will be there. Domestic subsidy, which is yellow box, blue box, amber box. Sorry, amber box is nothing but yellow. Blue box, red box. Three types of boxes will be there, which will provide the subsidy to the agriculture marketing. Next, general agreement on trade in services, only related to the services, separate agreement is there. GATS, yes it is, yes. Trade in services. Trade related aspect of intellectual property right, IP rights, intellectual property rights, copyright, trademark, GI, patents. Next, trade related investment measures, only it is related to investment, whether one country is investing in another country we are inviting into our country, that investments. Next, agreement on technical barriers to trade. Technical barriers to trade is agreement. Another, see, whenever you are doing a trade in across the national border, then we will be having some obstacles in obtaining a technology or use of technology effectively. So they will get trained under this agreement of WTO. Application of sanitary and phytosanitary measures, which is the last and final agreement. Agriculture, services, IP, investment, technical and sanitary, phytosanitary. Which of the following are the key objectives of WTO? ఖతం అయిపోయింది 1 hour కాగానే ఎనర్జీ అయిపోయింది ఏం రాస్తారు అబ్బా ఎగ్జామ్ not even 1 hour 50 minutes hardly we completed the session now you are leaving the session means what type of commitment you are having it this is the reason we will not take a free session whenever we are conducting if the strength is not supporting now we will also lose the motivation and interest to take up the session because if you are not interested why we will take it why we should take actually అయిపా ఇంకేముంది answer is 1 ABD set the rules for international trade and resolve the trade dispute resolve the border dispute no wrong provide a forum for negotiating the trade liberalization ABD 2019 question functions of WTO facilitate and implementation administration and operation of trade agreement answer is given as an option D this is related to trade agreement only operation administration implementation monitoring also carry out the periodic reviews of trade policies of member country actually this is not there periodic reviews they are not conducting they are only monitoring continuously assist the establishment of there is no assistant will be given for multilateral system of payment it will only create agreement on all member countries next promote the international monetary cooperation what is the answer actually A B na both A and B okay then it comes under the monitoring monitoring means conducting a review on trade policies whether they are implementing properly or not monitoring because one of the function is monitoring is there implementation and monitoring next trims and trips provision facilitate and promotes the foreign direct investment this both will remove the restriction and address the capital flow sensitivities trims and trips trims trade related investment measures trips trade related intellectual property rights Answer is 1. Both are correct. TRIMS and TRIPS are facilitating and promoting a foreign direct investment. TRIMS and TRIPS remove the restriction. Why? Investment measures, intellectual property. When we provide the grant for both, it will be removing a barriers between the countries for doing a better trade. Next, again same question. So same answer. Bretton Woods Conference got established multi-fiber agreement and WTO replaced the GATT. Here, except a multi-fiber agreement, we discussed all the three things. Please do share with your friends, guys, and hit a like button. Answer. Bretton Woods Conference 1944. GATT established 1948, 1st January. WTO replaced the GATT 1995. Multi-fiber agreement left over is 1974. Right? So what will be the answer? Option B. 3, 1, 2, 4. Correct. Now last and final concept from the international business. One more concept, so that we can complete one particular unit. I am going on a unit wise. Fine now, because I am not doing full of mixture. We can do mixture also, but one by one mixture we do. International regional agreement. Sir, first European Union for well-being of the European countries. Usually total 28 member countries are there in the European Union. But in this 28 member countries, one country, United Kingdom, UK, has exited from this union in 2020, which became total 27 countries. Brussels, Belgium, headquarter it is. Brussels is a headquarter. 1993 is there. It can also be 1957, guys. Why? I will tell you the reason. Initially, European Economic Community was the first version of European Union. That was established in 1957. After evolutionary changes in the names and the composition of European Union, finally the present name we are seeing European Union. Original community is that European Economic Community 1957. Now this name finalized it legally in 1993. Remember the both. According to the question, you should move your answer. Asian, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Only for the Asian countries purpose, total 10 member countries are there in this. Jakarta, Indonesia is the headquarter. 1967 it is established, Asian. SAARC, South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. South Asian Association of Regional Cooperation. Regional Cooperation, which is promote the welfare of the people, South Asia, and improve their quality of life. Improve their quality of life. MBBS Spain. How to remember? MBBS Spain. Member countries are total how many? 8 member countries. MBBS 4, Spain 4. MBBS, Maldives, B, Bhutan, B, Bangladesh, S, Sri Lanka, P, Pakistan, A, Afghanistan, I, India, and Nepal. Maldives, Bhutan only na? Maldives, Bhutan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, and Nepal. MBBS Spain, which is member countries of SAARC. India is one of the major member country. and 9 countries are observing to join in this. 9 observer countries are there. They are thinking to join. Australia, China, European Union, Iran, Japan, Mauritius, Myanmar, South Korea, United States. Australia, China, European Union. Yes, India is not a member of ASEAN. Out of these 10 countries, India is not there. India is not there. They have joined and exit. India is not a member country of ASEAN. India is a member country of SAARC. Right? Australia, China, European Union, Iran, Japan, Mauritius, Myanmar, South Korea and United States comes under the SAARC, 1985. NAFTA, repeated question. North American Free Trade Agreement, North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA. NAFTA is having total 3 countries. NAFTA name got changed in 2020. 2020 NAFTA name changed with the USMCA, United States, Mexico, Canada. NAFTA has replaced with the USMCA agreement. Now the new name is USMCA. Only between the 3 countries, US, Mexico, Canada. BRICS, it used to be only BRIC, yes added later. BRIC is 5 member country, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. South Africa got added in 2010, but these 4 countries are there from 2006. South Africa added in 2010. Shanghai, China is the headquarter of this particular. So if you look at, out of all, European Union, India is not there. In ASEAN also, India is not there. Remaining 3, India, even in NAFTA also, India is not there. SAARC and BRICS only, India is a member. Clear? Any doubt? Bolo, bolo. Which one of the following countries are the member countries of ASEAN? ASEAN, how many countries total? How many countries in ASEAN? Group of the following countries are the member countries of ASEAN. See, answer is that option A. Laos, Cambodia, Brunei. Total 10 member countries. Look at. It is 10 member countries. Founding members means at the time of establishment they are. Indonesia is there. Brunei Darussalam, 1984. Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, and Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam. So later jointly members are Brunei, Vietnam, Laos and Myanmar, Cambodia are the 5 countries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 countries joined later. Initially only 5 countries: Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand. These 5 member countries are initially established this ASEAN. Remaining the 5 members have joined. Later on. NAFTA, North American Free Trade Agreement, already been discussed, so I do not want to go into the details. Which of the following entity recently negotiated to replace the NAFTA with effect from 2020 July? Green box is there, madam. Green, where fully allowed subsidy. 4, total 4 will come. Amber box, green box, red box. Answer is B, USMCA. It replaced with a USMCA. United States, Mexico, Canada. Regional economic integration is an attempt to achieve the economic gains from the free flow of trade and investment between the countries. So, NAFTA comprises of following countries. NAFTA. One major request, not get till now. Which one major request? United States, Canada, Mexico. Option 1. Which of the following countries are part of the NAFTA? On NAFTA itself. PDF of what? Uh-huh. They know that, na? Every student knows about me. That is why they don't. Now in this session, they are not asking. After completion, they may ask. All are concentrating on listening. Now you don't give the new clue to create chaos. Canada, Mexico, USA, ABC. Brazil is not there. A, no, B. Again, old to new chronological order. NAFTA, European Union, SAARC, Asian. Now here is a key. I told that according to the question you should move. Now you decide, shall I take the 1993 or 1957? Which one? First let us decide the remaining. 1994 NAFTA, clear. SAARC is in which year? 1984. Asian is in which year? 1960. Asian, go back and check. 1967. Carefully look at the options once. Which one is starting? A, B, D, C. So almost all 4 are there. So now we should make a wise decision. Which one is first, then later. If I am taking B 1957, after that D should come, but it is not there. So I cannot take 1957. That is how I eliminated. Are you getting my point? If at all, if I am taking 1957 as a base, after that B 1967 has to come, but it is not there. A is available. So we can go for this 1993 only. Here BA. First D, if you take 1967 D. After the D 1984. After that 1993. After that 1994. Right? So how you should take a decision about European Union in spite of the confusion. This is how you can just take a decision in the examination. UNCTAD, WTO, NAFTA, Asian. Again. NTA considers recent year only for EU. Why you are being that much judgmental, madam? Why are you deciding? Do you think that every year same examiner will decide the question paper? Don't be in that mode. Understand the facts. Factual details is that European Economic Community 1957 originally. Later name changed and finalized legally in 1993. That's it. So UNCTAD till now we didn't learn. Now we know WTO, we know NAFTA, we know Asian. NAFTA is in 1994, sorry, 1994, and WTO 1995. Asian is 1967, sorry, 1967. 1964 is that UNCTAD, and UNCTAD every year World Trade, World Investment Report they'll give, World Investment Report. So it will be 3, 4, 2, 1. Option number 2. Now we are entering into accounting part. Right? Business environment, international business. I wish to know your feedback. How are you feeling now? Feeling comfortable with the revision? Is it good that it revised almost a majority of the important concept that is there in the unit number 1 without any difficulty? How smoothly we completed with the questions. This is how the revision should go, which can aim at minimum number of questions that can appear from a proper topics for each unit. Very good morning. Now successfully we have done with the unit number 1. How long today? 2 hours. Every day 2 hours. Class will go till the 8 o'clock. Till the 8 o'clock I will take the class. Now, is there any other points that you want me to revise in the B and IB? One more important aspect is there. Foreign direct investment and their types. One just will revise, with interaction only will revise. Foreign direct investment, inward FDI, outward FDI. When we invest in other country, we call it as outward. When other country coming and investing in our country, it is called inward FDI. Right? First 2 categories. Next, market seeking FDI, market seeking FDI, as well as resource seeking FDI. Market seeking FDI as well as resource seeking FDI. Which theory questions, madam? Theory based long questions. Okay. What is market seeking FDI? Suppose in India, capital intensive products will be sold more. So USA type of countries are expert in capital intensive product. They will export to India to capture the capital intensive products based market. Or in India, electronic market is working very well. So to capture that market, they are trying to seek our Indian market as a big hub for selling the electronic products. Other countries are investing into that part. So that is market seeking. Next is that resource seeking. Resource means in India we have labor resources are more. In USA we have a capital more. So in India, by taking a Indian labors as an advantage, Indian resource as an advantage, I am going to start my production. So that is resource seeking FDI. I am taking advantage of the particular resources in that country where I can do my business. Here this we are capturing the market for our commodity. Here we are trying to get the production by using the resources, natural resources. Suppose in Arabian, Abu Dhabi type of countries, we have the resources like oil reserves are more, Russia oil reserves are more. So whoever is investing into that country, by looking at that resource only they are investing. And in India, thorium reserves are more. So who want to produce the nuclear energy, they are investing into thorium reserves, which can convert a thorium into uranium, which is a main element for nuclear production. So like that, resources wherever it is abundantly available, we are taking advantage of that. Next, another category of FDI. Can somebody help me? Greenfield FDI or greenfield investment, brownfield investment. Greenfield investment is nothing but you are going and investing in one country from the scratch. You are constructing your own building. You are constructing your own setup machinery. You are hiring the employees. Everything you are doing from the scratch. That is called greenfield. Brownfield means you are already taking the business which is already there in that country. You are purchasing or acquiring that business to do your business. Right? Greenfield is from the scratch. You are only setting up your machinery, building everything from the zero, from the scratch. And brownfield is something already existed. You are going to purchase that company or the industry and you can do your business. These are the two categories. Already existing business, you are purchasing, it is brownfield. Balance of payment upon the request of all. What is balance of payment? It is a one country balance sheet. One country economic transactions are recorded in a backward and forward FDI is a vertical and horizontal type. Backward FDI means we are investing into our raw material or the supplier resources. Forward means we are investing into our next level. Like if we are a manufacturer, we are investing into distributor and wholesaler. That is forward. Backward means we are investing into our suppliers. Done. I just need a one confirmation whether the live session also visible in short format, like YouTube short feeds will be there, na? Is it also appearing in the short feeds? One country's economic record is balance of payment, inflow and outflow. We have a three types: current account and capital account. Also we have error and omission account, which is also called as an statistical discrepancy account. Right? When you include the goods and services that we are exporting to other country, we are importing from other country, goods and services both, it is a current account transaction. And if you are sending unilateral one-sided transfer, unilateral transfers, that is also current account. And capital account is asset and liability related. Asset and liability, private investment, we are taking a loans from other countries. When we are borrowing or when we are purchasing the asset in other country, that comes under this capital account. Asset and liability related of one country. One country, what we are borrowing from other countries and what we are giving a loan to other country, and we are purchasing assets in other country or we are selling assets in other country. That is capital account. And if any differences comes here, but there is something called BOT, balance of trade. The moment that they say balance of trade, trade indicates only goods, not the services. Exporting and import of goods only. Exporting and importing of only goods, not the services. balance of trade. Capital investment is capital account, current account. So usually debit has to match with a credit. So debit has to match with a credit. But if this match is not happening, we can say it is a disequilibrium. When both are matching, inflow equal to outflow or debit equal to credit, we can say balance of payment is in a balanced way, equilibrium position. When this is not matching, we say it is disequilibrium. There are various reasons for disequilibrium, like it can be a structural disequilibrium, functional disequilibrium and all, seasonal disequilibrium, right, temporary disequilibrium. Various reasons will be there for that. Now, if debit is more than the credit, we say it is a deficit. When it means inflow is less than the outflow, deficit. When inflow is more, we call it as a surplus situation. That credit is more means surplus situation, right? Any other point from the B and IB? So that now we are completing B and IB. I am entering into unit number 2. What is unit number 2? Accounting. Both commerce and management, accounting. Sir, one of the definite area in accounting part is that first, whatever the concepts and conventions are there now, consistency, conservatism, going concern, cost concept, full disclosure, from this one question will come. From this one question definitely be coming, accounting, right? So what is the principle of conservatism? This you know, but I just wanted to check. Where we have to do balance it, sir. What we have to do balance it. Madam, it is a revision class actually, and the conceptual thing now, it is a very late to ask this question. You belong to Sankalp batch, and it is clearly discussed that what are the disequilibrium measures and what measures to take to cover up the disequilibrium. Everything has been discussed. I can't discuss all those things now. Conservatism. Anticipate the losses. After the 10th January only will inform Madam Smita. New batch. So conservatism. What is conservatism? Anticipate the loss and provide provision for the losses. Provide provision for the losses, right? So do not anticipate the profit and record it, but try to record the provision for the losses which are going to be incurred in the future. That is what conservatism. Even cost or market value, whichever is lower, as per the conservatism. So most important concept, which is June 2025, is that conservatism is asked. Almost 2 times same, but a lengthy statements based, not a direct. Don't celebrate early, celebrate the failure, but celebrate the failure. That is what conservatism. Now, one more questioning area in accounting is that Ind AS. Sir, if you can remember this chart, is it visible properly? If you can remember this chart, it will give you definitely sometime, because in the June examination 2 questions, 4 marks from the Ind AS only. Now, Ind AS, even if one question is guaranteed, second question is a bonus, but both questions we are able to do easily as it is a matching question. Can we do some exercise of 5 minutes for this question? We have ample of questions on this. Every year 2 questions they are giving. Let's do it. But before that, I will give you the important list. How to remember? 101 to 114. Total 14 IND AS is there. Indian Accounting Standards. 101, 1, first time adoption of Indian Accounting Standards. 102, 2, sharing between two, share based payment. 103, combination, amalgamation, merger, acquisition, business combination, combining of 2 will become 3. 104, insurance contract. 105, non-current asset held for a sale and discontinued business. For a sale and discontinued business. Next, 106, exploration and evaluation of mineral resources. Mineral resources, 106. Financial instrument and disclosure, 107. Instrument and disclosure. Financial operating segment is 108. 109, financial instruments. Zoom. Why to zoom it, madam? It is clearly visible. You can rotate your mobile. And here consolidated, if I zoom it now, it will be blur. Consolidated financial statement, 110. 112, you don't find for 111. 112, disclosure of interest in other entities. Disclosure of interest in other entity. 113, fair value measurement, 113. 114, regulatory deferral payment. 114, regulatory deferral payment. Could you please type this highlighted one? 103, business combination. 104, insurance contract. 108, operating segment. 110, consolidated financial statement. 113, fair value measurement. Now come back to this portion. 1 to 41. In 1, presentation of financial statement. Number 2, accounting standard 2 and this number 2. Both are inventory related only. Both are inventory related. Next, accounting, Ind AS number 7. Ind AS number 7, cash flow statement or cash flow analysis, statement of cash flow. Number 7, there AS3 is cash flow. Here, Ind AS 3, Ind AS 7 is statement of cash flow. Next, accounting policies, changes in accounting estimates and error is number 8. Events after the reporting period is number 10. Events after the reporting period is number 10. Number 11, construction contracts. Number 12, income taxes. Construction contracts, number 11. Number 12 is income taxes. Income tax, IT, 1, 2. 16, most important, property, plant and equipment. Ind AS number 16. 17 is leases. 17 leases, 16 property, PPE. 18 revenue. 19 employee benefit. 19 employee benefit. 18 revenue. Accounting for government grants and disclosure of government grants. Government grants means 20. Foreign exchange rate means 21. There it is 11 I think. Accounting standard. 21 is foreign exchange rates. Borrowing cost 23. 24, related party disclosure. 24, related party disclosure. 27, separate financial statement. 27. 28, investment in associates and joint venture. Investment in associates and joint venture. 29, financial reporting and hyperinflationary. 29, hyperinflationary. Financial instrument presentation. Earning per share, EPS. EPS and this leases and revenue. Link leases and revenue and here EPS, earning per share. 33, 17, 18. Interim financial reporting, 34. Impairment of asset, 36. 37, provision, contingent liability and contingent asset. Impairment of asset, 36. 38, intangible asset, again important. intangible asset. Impairment is 36. 38 is intangible asset. 34 interim financial reporting, 33 earning per share, 36 impairment of asset, 38 is intangible asset, and 40 investment property, 41 is agriculture. 41 is agriculture. Why to learn all this, sir? We will get the answer easily for all this. Time wasting process total. That is why they are leaving. When it comes in the examination, you have to lose the 2 marks, then you will understand the pain of this. Shall we do the questions on this? Question number 1. June 2025 recent question. Specifically deals with a consolidated financial statement. Consolidated financial statement. Today and tomorrow holiday na to everyone. Till the exam holiday only. No other activities. Last 1 week. Today only holiday. Okay. So what it is? 110. In days 110 will be consolidated financial statement. In days 2, 16, 103, 113. We know 2, we know 16 very well. Even 103 also very well. 113 also we have done. Up to January 1 leave. Okay. Fair value measurement 113. 103 business combination. 2 is inventory. 16 is property, plant and equipment. So answer will be basically 3 1 2 4. 3 1 4 2. Option 3. Index 16, 38, 17. Yes, fair value measurement 113. Index 16 property, plant and equipment. And 38 related to what? Intangible asset. 17 is leasing. 18 is revenue. 33 is EPS. 17 leasing, 18 revenue, 33 is EPS. I told, link it. Income tax is 12. 1 2 2 ITT. So answer will be 4 3 2 1. Option B. In days 1, 29, 37, 110. Going to be asked. Great Depression already we have seen, sir. Great Depression already we have explained. I think you joined late. That is business cycle, chronological order. Great Depression, even COVID also included. 2008 global crisis, economic crisis, business cycle, evolution. Index 1, presentation, hyperinflation, presentation of financial statement. All are answering only one option, that is option 2. So first presentation of financial statement is Index 1. If it is 101, 101, what will be your answer? Index 101. Index 29, provision and contingent liabilities and contingent asset. 37, hyperinflationary 37. Hyperinflationary 37. No, I think, wait. Answer is B. A3, B4. That is why. This is presentation. B4, hyperinflationary 29. Hyperinflationary 29. 37 is contingent asset. 110 is consolidated. Done, done. Right. Correct only. First time adoption of Indian accounting standard is 101. Index 12, 17, 19, 23. Twelve is for income tax, 17 is for leases, 19 is now between the confusion 19 and 23. Is it borrowing cost or else employee benefit? Memory test. Income tax and B will be 1. A4, B1. 19 is employee benefit, 17 leases, 18 revenue, 19 employee benefit. 17, 18, 19 leases, revenue, employee benefit. Borrowing cost is 23. Effect of changes in foreign exchange rate. Effect of changes in foreign exchange rate. Foreign exchange rate, it is 21. Index 37, 104, 219. 2 will give the answer. 4 also, 104. Even 19 we have done just. 37 also done, na? So answer will be 2 inventory, 37 is provision and contingent liabilities, 104 insurance, 19 is employee benefit. So it will be 3, 1, 2, 4. Option 1. Again same. I just do not want to spend much time because already many questions done. Income tax is 12. One is presentation of financial statement, intangible 38, 24 is related party disclosure. That's it. Let's do some other. Now one more question from the accounting. Sir, condition for amalgamation in the nature of merger. How many conditions are there? How many conditions for making the amalgamation in the nature of merger? Please do hit a like button and share with your friends. How many conditions? We have two types of amalgamation. Amalgamation in the nature of purchase, in the nature of merger. Merger, if it fulfills 5 by 5 conditions, not even only one, not even some, 5 by 5 condition as it is, it has to satisfy, then only we can declare that it is nature of merger. What is the condition 1? Condition 1. All the assets and liabilities of selling company, which is transferor company, should be taken over by purchasing company, also call it as transferee company. Purchasing company or transferee company. Second, number 1 condition, all the assets and liabilities should be taken over by from the selling company by the purchasing company. Done. Number 2 condition, 90% of face value of equity shareholders, 90% of the face value of equity shareholder of selling company should become the shareholders in the purchasing company. 90% of a equal face value related shareholders in the old company should continue in the new company. 90%, not 95, because one question is there where it is saying that 95. Number 3. What is the number 3? Anything purchase consideration paid by purchasing company to selling company only in the form of shares, only in shares, that too only in equity shares, only fractional shares in the form of cash you can pay, can be paid in cash. Only some decimal amount of shares only you can pay and settle in the cash. Otherwise, they'll accept only shares payment, not the monetary cash payment. Purchase consideration should be paid by purchasing company to selling company in the form of shares only. Next, 4th one. What is the 4th one? Consideration must be in shares. 4th one. Same business has to be continued. Same business should be continued by the purchasing company. If they are changing the nature of business, then it is not a merger. Same nature of business. Next, uniformity in accounting. To bring the uniformity in accounting policies, they can make a changes to book values, but no alteration of book values. Book values of selling company should same to be continued in the purchasing company, except accounting policies are demanding to bring a uniformity in the accounting policies. We can make a changes to this book values. Otherwise, no need to change. Intention to continue the same business. So if these 5 by 5 conditions are satisfied, then only it will be in the nature of merger. If any one is not satisfied or only some has satisfied, then it will become in the nature of purchase. Clear, sir? Yes. 5 by 5 condition. Now, no adjustment in the book values. Now, one more small point of discussion is that marginal costing. Single shot, sir, only 1 minute discussion. Marginal costing. Calculation based question is coming always. You know you are expert in this. That is why I just wanted to revise one time properly. BEP calculation in rupees, in units, anything calculation. Break even point. Fixed cost by PV ratio when we wanted to identify in rupees. Fixed cost by contribution per unit when we want to identify units. Now, when we wanted to identify with a target profit. So, sales at a target profit. Which means fixed cost plus target profit divided by PV ratio. Fixed cost plus target profit divided by contribution per unit if it is in the form of units. Identify the sales to get a profit of 60,000 to get a profit of 90,000, like that. Target profit, when they mention it, is like this. Next, margin of safety. Margin of safety is nothing but profit generating sales. So profit divided by PV ratio is a margin of safety in rupees, and profit divided by contribution per unit will become margin of safety in units. Total sales will become BEP sales plus margin of safety sales. So if any one thing is given, we can able to identify the other. What is the formula for PV ratio? Contribution by sales into 100, or sales minus variable cost ratio equal to PV ratio. Sales ratio minus variable cost ratio will be a PV ratio. So this is simply a marginal costing. If a question is coming now, definitely it will hit from here only. If a marginal costing they are asking a question, that we can expect from here only. Right, sir? Now, audit related. Sir, auditor opinion which is also called as an auditor report. Standards on auditing 705. Standards on auditing 705. There are two categories. Unqualified opinion. Unqualified opinion. First, unqualified means everything clear and clean, positive report on the company. Positive report on the company. Unqualified opinion, which is auditor opinion. Unqualified means everything clear and clean, no misstatement, no, everything true and fair view. True and fair view auditor report is that unqualified. Now, or we can say this is unmodified also. Unmodified. Now, another category is that modified opinion. Modified opinion is divided into three parts. That is qualified opinion, disclaimer of opinion, next adverse opinion. Adverse opinion are the three types you can see here. Unmodified opinion, which is of auditor express that unmodified opinion when the auditor conclude that financial statements are prepared, everything, all the material respect accordance with the applicable financial reporting framework. Then what is modified opinion? According to the SCA 205, modified opinion is of three types. Three types: qualified, adverse, disclaimer. Qualified means auditor has obtained a sufficient appropriate evidence, conclude that there are some misstatements, but they are not going to impact much. It means simply to say there are some material misstatements, sufficient appropriate evidence is there to declare some material misstatements. But they are not pervasive in nature. Not pervasive means even though these material misstatements are there, it will not impact on the company performance or company financial position. It is okay type. Not that much considerable misstatements for the financial decision making. Right? Disclaimer of opinion means disclaimer of opinion. You can see a disclaimer of opinion. Auditor shall disclaim the opinion he is unable to obtain the sufficient appropriate evidence, and he conclude that there is a possibility of persuasiveness. Possibility of persuasiveness means he can't able to get the evidence, unable to get evidence, unable to get evidence, but he knows very well I can't able to obtain the evidence, but I know very well something kitch happened in this company. I believe that there is some misstatements are happened in this company, some mistakes are happened in this company, but I can't able to provide you the evidence. So I am disclaiming myself as an auditor. Please take care of about this particular transaction. I can't able to obtain the evidence on this fraud. So be careful while investing in this company. Like that, unable to get the evidence, but believed to be material misstatement which is pervasive in nature. It will impact on the company in a bad way. And here, pure negative report, clear cut negative. We have a evidence something happened in the company fraud and it is pervasive in nature. It will impact on the financial position and something happened in the company which is proper evidence is there, everything I have stated. So I am disclaiming, I am providing a negative report. Adverse opinion, when the auditor have a sufficient evidence, it concludes that misstatements and materially impacting on the company it is there, then adverse opinion. Three types. Can you please answer this question? June 2025. According to the SCA, Standards and Auditing number 5, 705, what are all the types of modified reports? We have unmodified, modified. Under the modified, qualified is there. Under the modified, qualified, adverse, disclaimer. Three things are there. Qualified, disclaimer, adverse, ACD, option number 4. Qualified, examine the valuation and disclosure, access to the records of a company and its subsidiary, misstatement in the prospectus. Who will be liable if the prospectus is having misstatements? Auditor report is qualified report, right? A will be 3. So examine the valuation and disclosure, which is checking the valuation is correct or not. It is a duty of auditor, right? Access to the records of a company and its subsidiaries. It is an auditor right to access to the books of accounts. Now, misstatement in the prospectus, auditor liability. Misstatement in the prospectus is auditor liability. Misstatement in the prospectus, auditor liability. Right? So, what will be your answer? Answer will be 3, 1, 4, 2. Yes, option number 2. Sir, that's the end of the marathon number 1, hacker marathon for the UGC Net Commerce and Management. We have covered the most important topic with respect to business environment, international business and accounting, some parts. Next, tomorrow morning as usual 6 o'clock session will start, and evening 5:30 p.m. as per this schedule, evening 5:30 p.m. paper 1 revision marathon, same way it is going to start. So that we will be having in the same YouTube channel. Do subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon and join in our Telegram group or WhatsApp if you are not available, and download 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤𝐬 app where you can able to access the free sessions and paid courses also in a structurized way. So if you wanted to purchase the PYQ, because whatever the free classes that you are seeing is limited version, if you want to cover the PYQs in elaborative way for this January examination, which is December 2025, you can take up this one, and you can also purchase the test series individually. If you want to purchase the test series individually, that is also available. Thank you so much. If you got benefited from the classes, kindly hit one like button and share with one of your new friend who don't know about the channel, right? That is the only thing which we are expecting. If you have any queries related to the course and all, you can always contact us on our WhatsApp number. Thank you so much. Have a great day.